Welcome to Hitman Box, and hit that like and subscribe button. So let's talk about Deontay Wilder and Dillian Whyte and, the rest of the heavyweights in the heavyweight division. And, there's a lot of talk going around and, people saying Deontay Wilder, all he wants to do is fight for a unification bout. But, the thing people fail to realize is there's a lot of barriers in the way that prevent him from, fighting in these unification bouts. And it's not that the other fighters are ducking them, and they're not ducking them. It's just right now it's not a good time for the unification bouts in terms of, rules and regulations per these boxing organizations, these sanctioning bodies. So, look, Deontay Wilder should just take that money from Dillian Whyte and beat the shit out of him, because that's what he'll do. He can go to the UK and do it, and the UK fans will marvel over that, and they will respect Deontay Wilder. They'll gain some respect, I believe, personally. I think that they'll gain some respect from Deontay Wilder if he goes over there, beats the shit out of Dillian Whyte, and if he does it in more impressive fashion than Anthony Joshua did, then he'll get full credit. Why not? Okay? A lot of people are saying that Joseph Parker is ducking Deontay Wilder. Now look, Joseph Parker is the WBO champion. Typically, and as many people have said, unification bouts take precedence over fighting mandatories, right? But in this case with Joseph Parker, they will not allow him to do that. They are saying that he has to defend against Hughie Fury. He has to defend against his mandatory before any other fight. Otherwise, he'll be stripped of the WBO championship. So, is that a no-brainer? He has to fight Hughie Fury. What don't you understand? Like, I don't get it. Now, as far as Joseph Parker actually fighting Deontay Wilder, I would pick Deontay Wilder to knock Joseph Parker out, because he's better than Joseph Parker. And you know what? Maybe Joseph Parker's happy that he has to fight Hughie Fury before getting in a toss with Deontay Wilder. I don't know. We don't know. It's all speculation, right? I can get on here and talk shit about whoever I want to, but we're going to keep it 100% right now. We're going to keep it funky right now for y'all listening at home. Okay? Joseph Parker, like I said, has to fight his mandatory Hughie Fury per the WBO. Let's say he started negotiating with Wilder. Oh, they're going to strip him of his WBO title. Then Wilder's fighting Joseph Parker for no fucking reason. Is that what you guys want? Exactly. You don't want that. All right. Let's move over to the UK now. We leave in New Zealand. Let's take a look at Anthony Joshua. He's got the WBA and the IBF championships, right? He's got two mandatories, Kubrat Pulev and Luis Ortiz. Everybody loves Luis Ortiz, old ass, right? Y'all want to see him fight AJ? Cool. You just might get a chance to see that. The WBA and the IBF are saying this. AJ just beat Vladimir Klitschko, and if Vladimir Klitschko wants to exercise his rematch clause, which he can, he will fight AJ again. And the IBF and the WBA have okayed this. Now, if Vladimir Klitschko doesn't exercise his rematch clause, then Anthony Joshua will have to fight Kubrat Pulev. I think he's the I think he's the IBF mandatory. I could be wrong. I didn't check that, okay? But both of these guys are his mandatory, okay? We know how the IBF works. Remember what they did to Kell Brook? They said Kell Brook had to face Errol Spence. They would not allow him to fight in any other match other than against his mandatory Errol Spence. So we know how the IBF is when it comes down to their world champion fighting in unification bouts with other fighters. Sometimes they will allow it, sometimes they will not. In this case, they will not allow Anthony Joshua to do that. Both organizations, the WBA and the IBF, will only allow Anthony Joshua to fight Vladimir Klitschko if he exercises his rematch clause, or the mandatories. And in this order, Kubrat Pulev, and if he beats Pulev, then he will fight Luis Ortiz. Then it's on to the next one, okay? So Anthony Joshua's tied up. Nobody's saying anything about him being scared. Now, the other thing you got to realize is it's very convenient for people to say this too, I've noticed. You know, it's always just, oh, well, he needs to challenge himself and he needs to go ahead and fight top tier competition. They use that narrative, and then at times they use the narrative of saying, oh well, you know, this guy, he doesn't have a name, or, you know, you switch off and you use whichever one you want to when it's fucking convenient for you, right? So is he afraid to fight, or is this person not a big enough draw? What's it gonna be? What narrative are you gonna use for your video? What makes more sense for you? Right? This is the heavyweight division, okay? Motherfuckers ain't ducking. I mean, it looks like motherfuckers are ducking, really, but if you really look at it, there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. And, you know, I'm going to get on this motherfucker and talk shit about whoever the fuck I want to. Whether it's Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas, all right? I say what I want to. They fuck up, I'm going to call them out on that shit. Now, Deontay Wilder, he's fucking up. He's fucking up his money. He's fucking up his status around the world. He is a world fucking champion. How hard is it for him to go over to the UK and beat the shit out of Dillian Whyte and make his highest payday that he's ever received? $3 million plus US TV money, man. I'll take it to beat that motherfucker ass. I'm just saying, you know? Like, it just seems stupid to me. So, yeah, of course the WBC is, they're allowing him to fight someone other than Bermane Stiverne if it's for a unification bout with either Anthony Joshua or Joseph Parker. However, as I've just stated, there are issues with that, right? So you want Anthony Joshua to, okay, so let's say he has his rematch with Vladimir Klitschko, right? Then it's mandatory is Kubrat Pulev, right? And then Anthony Joshua is like, oh, no, I want to fight Deontay Wilder. And they're like, no, you got to fight Pulev next, so we stripping you. And then Anthony Joshua's like, fuck it. I'm going to fight Deontay Wilder. I don't give a shit. I want that green belt. Well, you about to lose a belt then. Damn. Don't y'all get it? Like, be consistent, man. At least I get on this motherfucker every day or every other day and talk shit. That's consistent. You always gonna hear me talk shit about these fighters and call them out on their bullshit. But let's not play this game, man. Let's not play this game. Deontay Wilder will get a chance to fight both of these dudes. It's just not gonna be this year like y'all want. So, with all that being said, he needs to go on to the next logical step, okay? How is it not logical for him to go over to the UK, beat somebody's ass, get a huge payday, and gain some new fans in the process, and maybe help himself at the negotiating table? Because don't nobody know who Deontay Wilder is where I'm from. I know that. Don't nobody know who Deontay Wilder is but a couple people. Motherfuckers are just starting to know who the fuck Anthony Joshua is. I've had conversations with people about him. I've asked people about Deontay Wilder. This ain't the motherfucking NBA. This ain't the NFL. This ain't the MLB. These motherfucking boxers ain't NBA stars. You know what I'm saying? They not going to be in the same category as them. You got your standouts like Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, household names. LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Those are household names. Is Keith Thurman a household name? Deontay Wilder? Hell no. Hell no, the motherfuckers ain't household names. Is Anthony Joshua a household name? Nope. Not in the U.S. He is in the UK, though. Is Deontay Wilder a fucking household name? Only in Alabama. But on any other spot on the world, on this earth, whether you believe this motherfucker round or flat, motherfuckers don't know Deontay Wilder outside the U.S. like that. Like, he's not popping like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Tyson was popping. Like, you could have all the skills in the world. Like, you could be a beast. You could be 50-0. But if you ain't got no fucking personality, if you don't got nothing that draws people to you, then nobody gives a fuck about you, and you're always gonna be a B-side to someone who's got a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker like Adrian Broner got a mouthpiece. He is the A-side over Mikey Garcia, because Mikey Garcia don't say shit, and he ain't popping like that. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, when the time comes and he has to fight Anthony Joshua, he's going to have to take his ass over to the UK because he is the B-side. Anthony Joshua is the A-side. That's boxing. Motherfuckers, like, it's boxing. Like, it's two things in boxing. You can't discount the money, like the money aspect, okay? Who a motherfucker has fought? It's levels to this shit. A, B-side. You can't just be like, okay, so Deontay Wilder, oh man, I would love to see Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight next. Fuck all the politics. Fuck the money. They need to fight next. It don't work like that. And y'all motherfuckers know that shit. But y'all pick and choose what narrative you want to run with. I do it too. I'm keeping it funky right now because this is a big topic of discussion right now. So, Deontay Wilder is probably going to end up fighting Bermane Stiverne again. And nobody wants to see that shit. And then after that, you know, if Hughie Fury actually ever fights Joseph Parker, then we'll probably get Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker if Joseph Parker don't bitch out. Simple as that. Nobody talks about Joseph Parker because he ain't really shit anyway. He's just holding on to that belt until somebody come knocking on that fucking door and beat his ass for it. But I would pay Deontay Wilder to be the first person to beat Joseph Parker. All right? It's okay. We don't always get the fights when we want them, but eventually we get the fights. We'll get those fights, okay? So that's all I really got to say. Hitman Boxing. Drop a comment. Like the video. Shout out to Sporting Icon. Shout out to Travis Gotti Boxing. You know? Don't say my... And you know what? To some of you, don't say my motherfucking name. Don't put my name on y'all records, man. I want 700%. You put my fucking name on your records. I want 700%, nigga. All right? I'm out.
This world will bring you down with mass confusion and complexities, but I am the master of my fate and captain of my soul, you see. Stuck in the mentalities that says one thing and does another. Oh, the contradictories. That's when I visit my utopia of Capricornia to be free. Most would say that's not normal, but for me, life is but a dream, and your reality is what it seems. I'm sitting in the crib I found on Craigslist, staring out in space, scheming what my next move is. I'm thinking that it's time to move west. No idea what I'm doing, I'm just trying my best. Not exactly where I thought I'd be. Honestly, a 9 to 5 never was in my dreams. I've been feeling all alone lately. Nothing I ain't used to since '88 as a baby. When I came up out the womb, everybody knew it was something special about me that fills a room. I never understood it, but my OG told me it's a blessing. I should use it to the fullest. And that's what I've been trying to do. But it's hard to keep a smile on your face while paying dues. Damn, it's hella cloudy in the room, and the shadow of reality is darkest when it glooms.
I'm in the midst of the world. I wish someone could see me. Surrounded by clouds, free me. It's like an endless dream, leading to endless roads. I wanna be free from this army of clouds.
I had a suicide dream about a month ago, while I was sleeping on the couch at my parental's house. That's when I knew that it was time for me to up and go. So I booked it, couple friends took it personal. Like, why you just up and go? Ain't even bother to tell nobody, that's rude, bro. It was unintentional. Conversations with myself, I need a hospital. I think I've gone bipolar. Half of me is conservative, any other stoner. I think I lost the love that I had from a good girl. The temp is negative 18, yeah, that's a cold world. Janis Joplin that's playing on my Pandora station. Cosmic Blues, just some emotional life changes. Whole time, no, I gotta stop looking back, because the future's not a present, gotta get on track.
I'm in the midst of the world. I wish someone could see me. Surrounded by clouds, free me. It's like an endless dream leading to endless roads. I wanna be free from this army of